Hi, I'm Logan Gregoire at Country Camper, and today I'm joined by Ethan Winkler, our service expert. Today we're bringing you our Tech Tip Tuesday tip in regards to toy haulers and the ramp door. So we're going to go over the basic function of whether you're loading up your gear or if it has a party deck function, and basically going through the full operation. So Ethan, I'm going to turn this over to you.
Yeah, so the first thing you want to do, make sure your two locks on each mechanism here are unlocked, so that way you can pop these out. The arm's going to come out. Make sure you always kind of keep a hand on this ramp because there is some weight behind it. You have some springs there that are going to help alleviate that weight, but you always want to be mindful that there's a lot of weight behind this and it's coming down.
So Ethan, it's now in the down position, and let's say that I wanted to load up some of my gear. I had a motorcycle, an ATV, UTV. I want to put it in the back of the trailer for safekeeping. How do I go about that?
First thing you're going to do is I kind of rest the door on my thigh and then pull these pins so that way the cable is free. We'll put the pin back in so those are always in the same spot every time. Cable can just free float back in, and then this ramp is going to go down to the ground. You'll see that the screens for your party deck are going to swing out. Now those are on steel hinges, so there's a lot of weight they can handle. These are more than capable of swinging out and kind of taking a beating for one. So once you get this opened up, you have the bunk and the sofa up. You're free to load whether it's your motorcycle or your four-wheeler. It's got 3,000 pounds of ramp capacity, but on this trailer, it's 2,000 pounds for cargo in the back. Varies on every model toy hauler, so just keep that in mind when you're loading your specific toy hauler.
And that's a great tip, Ethan. Not every toy hauler is going to come even with a party deck system, so the weight capacities here may be different. And then also just little features too that kind of add to the full toy hauler, back deck experience is the fact that this has a dovetail here, easier to load your gear, and also even, you were mentioning different carrying capacities and weight capacities, but even tie downs have different capacities, so you've got to think about that on the toy hauler realm. But all right, let's say that, loaded up the my toy, I now want to utilize my party deck system. How would I go about that?
So go ahead and swing your end in. And I'll take mine in. And now the ramp is free to go back up, so we can grab our cable. Take that ramp door, throw it right on my leg. And then you'll put those pins back through the cable, so that way the cable is the kind of taking all the weight off that door, and then you can just either go in through the front or the side, and then you're going to end up swinging out each of these gates. So when this swings out, each of these swing outs has two locking feet, so it's going to come over here. It's going to lock into place. This one's going to lock into place, and then you can do the same thing. You can undo your travel strap, swing it out, and then that'll sit right into place. This gate right here has a red tab, which is also going to push down. It's going to prevent that from swinging open in the rain. If you have little kids or even dogs out here, you can keep them contained as long as that front door is closed. You're safe right here.
So you've got a lot of versatility when it comes to the back patio deck, whether it be tailgating, you're at a race, you're just out in the woods and you want to take in all of the sights. You've got a lot of versatility with this back patio deck here too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you're able to back this thing up to a lake and sit out here in a couple chairs, I mean, you're doing all right.
Awesome. Well, hey, can you show me how to basically button this up? So if it was the end of my camping excursion, I need to put this party deck away, how would I go about that?
Yeah, so you're going to do essentially the opposite. There's going to be a foot release on each of these locks.
So that's that black tab here?
Yep, you're going to press down on that with your foot. You're going to do it for all four. Again, it's going to be 2 on each side. And then you may have to kind of get down and pull that out and then make sure that the door is packed up the same way that you kind of took it out. You have some travel straps right here that are going to feed under the fabric and keep that together. And then same thing on here, you're going to press down, you're going to release the feet lock.
And now, Ethan, actually, while you're there, I want to ask you a question. So I see that there might even be an adjustment that you can make, because I know that sometimes it's not perfect from the factory, you know, depending on the different make and model with this particular system. So can you adjust these feet if they don't perfectly lock in?
Yeah, so both of these locking, and it's a really nice design actually. So you have a left and a right adjustment on the foot lock itself.
Okay, are these two bolts right here?
Yeah, so you can loosen those and slide it if that doesn't come in line.
Okay.
To lock. And then as far as the height goes, these little stainless feet right here have an Allen key that you'll just loosen up, and it just slides up and down to line up with your lock.
Okay.
So then wrapping this back up, it's going to be the same thing as the other side. Velcro strap's going to go around. Strap that in. Then you can take this, fold that back in, make sure whatever you loaded up, if anything's still in there, is out of the way of these gates. And then you can hop off. And then you can lift the door up. Make sure the cables are out of the way of the seal, so that way when you do close it, lock it into place, you're getting that watertight seal. And then you're done.
Awesome. Thank you for the tips, Ethan.
Not a problem.